Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us for another lesson with our wonderful teacher, Jack Stockin. Hope you had a nice weekend. Whatever you did, whether you went in search of adventure, you just stayed at home, relaxed, watched some TV, whatever's going on, I hope you're taking care of yourself. And I hope you're excited to start the week with another lesson. We got LBO Caroline in the house and our Mary. Hey, Jack, Verona, everyone who already jumped in, Ella, Julie, Beetle. Thank you guys, of course, for making it the fun place it is, the place where we can respond to questions, ask our own questions. We can get our answers wrong. I think my camera just flipped on and off. Can you see me and hear me okay? I think I'm back. Just a reminder, if you have any tech trouble, don't leave it down below me. Thank you. I see the thumbs up. Instead, if you need any tech support, click on the banner right above my head. It says, click here for support. It has our backup links, has our suggestions for everything. And that means I can just close these slides. We don't have to go through them. Thank you, Jane. Thank you, Julie. All right, I'm going to start the recording, and we are going to get to what we all came here for. Everyone has their tea, I hope, or coffee. In these winter months, it's just like endless tea all day long. Endless tea. All right, here we go. The recording is active. Welcome back to the class. Everyone watching by replay, I think my camera just flipped on and off again. Don't worry, we'll call our teacher to the stage just in a second. Gina has her black coffee. That's how I like to drink it too. You got to taste it, right? If you're drinking coffee. One thing just before pulling Jack up, I know that a relatively small group percentage of the class, some of the lesson reminder emails have not been arriving. This is just a small group. So for those of you who either have been receiving them or don't use them, no problem. Just speaking to those of you who haven't gotten those recently, I'm looking into it. Those are served up by MailChimp, which is a reliable, really well-known email delivery platform. I'm talking to them saying what's going on. These are our long-term members. So just wanted to let you know that I'm figuring that out. If I can't figure out a solution soon, I'll find a workaround. But also just a reminder, you don't actually need those emails. Just come to learnbridgeonline.com, click on the members page in the top menu bar anytime to access the live lessons and the past lessons in the lesson library. They're always there for you. No need to wait for the reminder email. But I'll stay on top of that. Let's get to it. It is go time. Let me find Jack. Here he is. Green tea. That's the Pamela's healthy. Hey, Jack, what's your drink of choice in the morning?
Well, I'm afraid you were saying how much you love coffee. My coffee is always decaf.
Smart man. Man.
Yeah, caffeinated stuff doesn't really agree with me. So I'm on the decaf. Yeah, but I do love the smell of coffee.
You know, I'm trying to move in that direction. So often I'll go and I'll work out of a Starbucks and they just brew it so strong that, after an hour, it's like I can't even type. I'm just going, wait, why am I? Oh, I know.
I'm in a slightly casual look today, but I've just got off the paddle tennis court. So I've got my, and if I stand up, my tracksuit bottoms look.
Oh, you might have to demonstrate your swing for us, Jack.
Yes. I might have to wait till next week, but it's something like that.
So how'd you do? Did you win?
We won on the last point.
All right. It counts twice then.
So it's all, yeah. So I got the morning off to a good start.
Very good. Well, from one win to the next, let's hop into the lesson, and I'll see you at the end of the lesson.
Yeah, nice to see you as always. Let's go, guys. So good morning. It's Monday morning in the UK. Well, probably Monday morning most places. Putting it all together. So good time last 5 or 6 weeks. See what we've learned. Let's get going, shall we? And a warm welcome if you're watching in replay too. Okay, straight into it. What's your best bid here? West open the club. North's overcalled one spade, that's me. Just to overcall one spade, 5-card suit, at least a couple of honours really, and 6+ points. Yeah, don't need much non-vulnerable to enter the fray. So we're picking up the more important points of the last 5 or 6 weeks, the slightly harder ones, with 4 new set hands. I'm glad to see the chat box is on good form. You've started well, because if you use the unassuming, most common mistake of the unassuming cubid, forgetting to use it. I think it's quite rare. I can't remember the last time I used it. But there you go, 2 clubs, good. Highly alert. Well, look, I've even got an alert card. If you're playing face-to-face, the partner, i.e. North, would bring out the alert card if you're playing at a club. Okay? Online, of course, you alert your own bid. So 10+ points. Basically, when you're supporting the overcall, you just compartmentalize. Well, that's a new word for me, isn't it? I'll say it again. Compartmentalize. 0 to 9, just bid to the level of fit. 10+, you're kind of half looking for game, bid the opponent's suit, opener's suit, yeah. Pauline likes the UCB, which is good. Yep, let's move on. You do need to agree with your partner. It's a convention. Okay, I've opened 2 clubs. You've correctly responded 2 diamonds, the waiting bid, as we now call it. Not the negative. You know, it could be 10, 12 points. I've come back with 2 hearts. What next for you with that lovely looking Yarborough, if anything? Yarborough, of course, no card higher than a 9. So that is an official Yarborough. I'm not going to tell you the story again of why it's called a Yarborough, but you can look online, named after Lord Yarborough. Well, there's 1 or 2 have fallen into my trap. You've fallen in, look. I don't like to name names. There's a few of you there, so I'm glad I gave you this slide. And I have given you a rope ladder to climb out of my trap because I'm good-hearted. But the only thing is, quite a few fell into my trap. I'm glad. So 2 hearts, when you open 2 clubs and you bid a suit, it's 100% forcing. Yeah, you can never pass. No. The only time you can pass if North 3 bids 2 no trumps. Then you can pass with, and should pass with 0 or 1 point. But no, we have to keep going. Alice, apology noted. Yeah, I mean, literally, North could have 27, 28 points. They could have 10 tricks in their own hand. Yeah, you do need to keep the bidding going. And I prefer 2 spades there to show your 5-card suit, rather than 2 no trump. Because you don't really want to be playing 2 no trump. You'd rather that North played it. Okay, good. So that's tidied that up. There were a handful of people there in the live chat box who passed. Now you do need to keep the bidding going. If you only had 4 spades, Gina B, then you would have to bid 2 no trumps. Good question from Gina B. Yeah, if you didn't have a 5-card suit, you would have to bid 2 no trump there. All right. Let's go on to our first hand on BBO, one I prepared earlier. It's a 1 spade opener. Sorry, Cynthia, we've just moved on. I've just missed you. 2 heart overcall is normal. What next for North now? They've got 12 points. Cynthia, because it's a waiting bid, that's why 2 diamonds. It's a special negative to 2 clubs. Not sure if you've done the 2 club lesson or not, Cynthia, but it's in the replay library. But 2 diamonds shows 0 to 12 points. Nothing to do with diamonds, Cynthia, just whilst you're on. So thank you, Sean, for helping her out. I don't know where Jack's mum is this morning. I might send her a text. Quite often she's doing something else online, I think, with bridge. Well done. What are you bidding? If you're watching in replay, you're bidding 2. I'm going to alerted spades. And back to South. South can do the losing trick count now. It's the one time you can do the losing trick count as an overcaller. when partners use the UCB. Normally it's just for the overcall is just for the opening side. UFO, we like to say. I just started teaching that, UFO, for losing trick count. In fact, losing trick count is coming up this Wednesday at 11 for those who need brushing up on that. I don't particularly teach it on this class now, but it is with the improvers at 11 this Wednesday. So yes, hi Jill Walker, hi Linda, Eaters and Ireland, Marion P, Tim, Dulcie, they're all bidding 4 hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's a 6 loser hand. And you assume an 8 losing trick count hand for a UCB because it's roughly equates with 10 points. Good. 2 hearts would be a sign off, Patricia. Why not bid 2 hearts? South did bid 2 hearts. Don't worry. Now, counting losers. How many losers have we got here, do you think? I've analysed the lead, by the way. The lead must be a singleton because it's the 2. Slightly difficult to count losers here. I think I'd be counting 3/4. Someone emailed me about this in the week. It's quite difficult. Obviously 2 club losers. 1 spade loser, but maybe 2. Yeah, so it's 3/4, I would say here. Because, you know, are you going to be able to ruff a spade in dummy? So we've got a slight problem here, because normally I play ace, king of spades, lose a spade, and ruff a spade in dummy. But that's not going to work here. Cheapest of touching on is for 3rd player, by the way. Yes, we do, Anita, but in the spade suit, you see, if we can't ruff the spades out, we've got 2 spade losers. Given that the suit must be breaking 5-1. So it's a slightly difficult one for counting losers, I would say this. What are we going to do, everyone? I need a plan of action, please. If you're watching in replay, you can give me your thoughts. We appear to be going to lose 2 clubs and a couple of spades. No, that won't work, I'm afraid, Sean. A good suggestion, loser on loser, but no, it's not going to. We need to create an extra trick. How do you think we might do it? Any ideas? I might give you a clue in a minute. Do you think we could? Yeah. And what technique are we going to use? It's a 2-word name. It's actually very hard to spot. What's it called? It's 2 words. The technique we're going to use. Pauline, close but not right. Oh, Gerald's with us. Morning, Gerald. Been on many of our bridge holidays. Loyal guest. Cross ruff's been mentioned. Endgame has been mentioned. Trump in the short suit. Jill Walker. Anne wants to do an end play. No, there's no chance of an end play here. Gold dust, says Pauline. What it is, actually, it is dummy reversal. Yeah, it's very hard to spot. Catherine would like a squeeze. Steady on, Catherine. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning. We are going to do a rare thing called the dummy reversal. It's one of those very rare hands where we trump in the long hand and we draw trumps in dummy. It's very hard to spot. It's often seen in a bridge column because it's very rare. Right. But we can afford to ruff the first diamond low. So what we're going to do, effectively, we're going to use dummy's trumps to draw the trumps, and we're going to use declarer's trumps to ruff out 3 diamonds. That's how we're going to create an extra winner. Look, so we go over to dummy, say with a 9 of hearts. Trump another losing diamond, trumping it high. Over to dummy, again with the jack of hearts, overtaking. Pleased to see trumps a 3-2, by the way. They're 4-1, we'd probably be scuppered. And look, this is the extra trick. It's kind of a bit like a magic trick, really. Dummy reversal. And the hardest thing by far is spotting to do it at the beginning, rather like an end play or a squeeze. Well, no, Vivian, the thing is, if we play out spades, they're going to get roughed by West. So playing out spades would not have worked. They just get roughed. It is a thing of beauty, Francis. Where are we? Over to dummy now with the ace of clubs. And draw the last trump with the king of hearts. Now we take our spade winner. And we concede the rest. There's no way we're making any more tricks than 10. That would be the top result in your duplicate. Very well spotted if you did spot dummy reversal, because I think it's one of the hardest things to spot in bridge. Normally the domain of your club expert, whoever that she or he may be. Margarita, always nice to have you on board. I'm afraid to say I had peanut butter today. I didn't have marmalade. Oh, hang on, better not claim all of them. 420. Yeah, it's a hard one, dummy reversal. Definitely there'll be a lot more on it online. Dummy reversal at bridge. But it is rare. You know, I think all of you know not to trump in your own hand. The way to spot the dummy reversal, by the way, is to have really good trumps in the dummy. Like King Jack 9. They have to be good enough to draw the trumps out. That's a major clue. And of course, you have to have a singleton, you know, in declarer's hand as well. Okay, well, that's a bit of fun to start off with. Let's get back to the classroom. And for more question and answer, I've opened a heart. You've bid 2 clubs. Come back 2 diamonds. What's your best bid now with 11 points? As responder. Next week, for us, we're going back to declare a play. We're looking at play at trick 1. Very important. Never play too quickly at trick 1. And then in a few weeks' time, we've got end play coming up, which is great. And then after that, we will be looking at splinter bidding too. Morning, Navin Shah. Oh, you knew Navin. Sally AD, Patricia, Mike and Irene, one of our double acts. Vicky H, you're all jumping to 3 hearts Dawn. And most of you jumping to 3 hearts. I think we learned from this a while ago. B's in there's for a high B. You can almost hear me. Julie, B, Julie, Christine Lewis, of course. Jill, we're all on board this morning. Yes, well done. Most of the chat box live are bidding to 3 hearts. Showing precisely 3 card support. Can't be any more, any less. And between 10 and 12 points. A limit bid. That 2 diamond bid is 100% forcing, by the way. In fact, we've got a forcing lesson coming up in a week or 2 or 3 time as well. Always useful, those forcing or non-forcing lessons. But yeah, it is forcing because North might have up to an inclusive 18 points. Okay? You don't jump in a new suit in bridge unless you're 19 plus as opener, called the jump shift. Good. I've opened 2 clubs. You come back 2 diamonds waiting bid. 2 no trump 23-24. What next for you with your 4 points there as responder? Yes, it's good. Obviously, after 5 or 6 weeks of 1-hour lessons, it's definitely a good idea to take a step back and review what we've done. Nice to have LBO Caroline with us as well. She hosts the Wednesday beginners class at 9:30. Oh, Tor's with us. Are you new, Tor? I'm not sure I've seen a Tor before in the chat box. Grant's with us. Anthony Lloyd, of course. Beetle. Jenny. Alice. David. Some of you, quite a lot of you actually, forgot to use Stamen here. So Stamen and transfers work exactly the same after a 2-no trump rebid, but only when you've opened 2 clubs. Don't work with other rebids, you know, at lower levels. It's only when you open 2 clubs and the rebid is 2 no trump, Stayman and transfers apply from south. Hello, Jane, as well. Anita, yeah. Quite a few forgot to use Stayman there. And you only need 2 points to use it. 0 or 1 point, you pass. Don't worry, Vicky H. Don't let it ruin your day. You have got a major tour. You got a 4-card heart suit. Morning, Lucy. Okay. 1 club. I've overcalled 1 spade. 2 diamonds by east. What next for you is south? No. We use Stayman, Lucy, 4-4-3-2. The only time we don't use Stayman, Lucy, and others is if we're precisely 4-3-3-3. Flat as a pancake. Three spades is the right answer, yeah. Just texted Jack's mum to see if she's in town. Yeah, not 2 spades. Quite a few bidding 2 spades there. No, level of the fit. Quite a few. No names mentioned. I'm glad we're having this review. But remember, North's got 5 spades. You've got 4. That's 9 spades between you. Level of the fit, 9 trumps equals 9 tricks. It's a spoiling bid. Okay, well, I'm glad we did that. Yeah, don't need many points. 0 to 9. I mean, 0 is a bit extreme. You'd have to have vulnerability and shape on your side. Yes, quite a few forgot. That's why I'm here to remind you. It's my job. Let's go on to number 2. And number 2. Ooh, nice hand. 21 points. What do you think we do with that? 21. What should South open, do you think? Choose between 1 heart or 2 clubs. It's a 1, 2, 3 loser hand. I think most 3 loser hands you should, which with shape, should upgrade. Yeah. Problem about bidding 1 heart. What's your rebid going to be? That's the problem here. So I would open 2 clubs here, actually. Well, 3 loser hand. Yeah. If you were to open 1 heart and partner bid 1 spade, you'd have to create a bid, by the way. You couldn't repeat the hearts to show the strength of that hand. So if it went 1 heart and partner bid a spade, you'd have to jump to 3 clubs to create. You'd have to create a forcing to game bid, by the way, just for the more experienced players. One thing you can't do with that hand is open a heart, partner goes a spade and rebid 3 hearts. That's non-forcing. So you'd have to go 1 heart. You'd have to create a bid with the clubs, by the way, with jumping. But 2 clubs gets around that problem. Over to North with their 10 points. Well, choose between 2 diamonds or 3 diamonds. I think it's good to tell partner we've got a positive here. I know it's jumping, quite a lot of bidding, but 3 diamonds there shows 8 or more points and a decent 5-card suit, i.e. 2 of the top 3 honours. Useful for partners to know that. Don't mind 2 diamonds, does keep the bidding lower, but I think 3 diamonds here is a more accurate description. Over to North now. What do they do? I think just 4 hearts. They've kind of shown their hand. Yeah, they've shown partner 8 or more points. Yeah, don't mind 4 no trumps. But I think partner's going to go on. Oh, sorry. Thank you for mentioning that, B. I was out of sync. Yeah, sorry, correction. Now, what does South do? Yeah, no, mistake that. East isn't bidding. I'm allowed a undo. Teacher's prerogative. Okay, so we're back where we are. What does South do now? I tell you what, they could do 4 no trumps, but there is a problem with 4 no trumps. It's not really going to help us. Maggie thought it was a new convention. We could just jump to 6 hearts, but we might be missing 7. How can we ask partner? There's a clever bid here. The thing is about using 4 no trumps black. It's no good when you've got a void. So partner comes back, you know, with 1 ace. That's no good to us. I tell you what, it's a very unusual bid. Can any of you remember how we asked partner to bid 7 with 2 of the top 3 honours? I'll give you a clue. It's called the Grand Slam Force. Oh, Jack's mum's with us. Hello, Jack's mum. Yeah, it's a very rare bid. Your partner will probably forget it if you use it. Jack's mum's in town. Yeah, so what this 5 no trump says, when you've agreed a trump suit, and that he shouldn't have bid, Linda, it was a mistake. It was a slip of the mouse. So 5 no trump says bid 7 if you've got 2 of the top 3 honours in the trump suit. No point really Q bidding, Pauline. We're not interested in Q bidding, to be honest with you. All South is interested in is the King and Queen of Hearts. So what do they do as North, everyone? It's a rare bid to make 5 no trumps. And let's hope your partner remembers what it is. If you didn't have 2 of the top 3 honours, you just go back to 6 hearts. So here, 2 of the top 3 honours, bid the Grand Slam. Hey, hey. Yeah, 6 if only 1 honour am in London today. Normally we lead a trump against a Grand Slam, but the Queen of Clubs is a very safe lead here. Yeah, Tor, if it's only 1 honour, you bid 6 hearts. Well, dummy is slightly disappointing. I was hoping we did take a slight gamble by bidding 7 hearts, by the way, because of the 3rd round of clubs. There's no guarantee that partner's got the Queen of Clubs, nor the Ace of Diamonds. You're a bit unlucky there. We need to find a parking space for the 6 of clubs. So clearly we need to play a trump. What do we do next, everyone? How can we get rid of that 6 of clubs, do you think? Easier when you can see East and West cards. Well, the only chance, as some of you have mentioned, is what we call the roughing finesse. Yeah. Morning, Sam. Morning, Maggie. Tim. Yeah. Our only hope is that East has the Ace of Diamonds here. So they would cover it. And we rough. If they didn't cover it, we'd have to discuss. If they, for some reason, played low, which would be a bit strange, we'd do the roughing finesse by throwing the club. Yeah, it'd be a bit strange there if they didn't cover. Just hoping that East has the Ace of Diamonds here. But they have covered it. So we rough. over to the Queen of Hearts. And triumphantly, our Queen of Diamonds is a winner. So well done if you spotted that. The rest are ours. Yeah, we can claim. They're all winners, trumps and spades. So we'll claim that one. Yeah, it's a bit of a gamble bidding 7 hearts there, Sam, but I think it's a gamble worth taking personally. There are exceptions to second player plays lows tall. But it was a slight gamble, but I think a gamble worth taking. You know, it's more an experience thing than anything else, I think, bidding a Grand Slam. Yeah, but we were a bit unlucky with the dummy, I thought, Patricia. You know, if dummy had the Queen of Clubs or a Doubleton Club or the Ace of Diamonds, the contract's easy. You know, so we're a bit unlucky there. As it was 50-50, the slam. Slightly more than 50-50, actually, because if West had the Ace of Diamonds, they might well have led it, which would have been a mistake, because then we rough it and still make the contract. So there was an extra chance. If West had if it was West who had the Ace of Diamonds, there was a reasonable chance that a less experienced player would have led it. Declare would have roughed it with the 3 of Hearts, and now the King of Diamonds is a winner for the 6 of Clubs. So yeah, we did have plenty of chances. Well, that was a bit of fun. So 7, it's actually more like 2,200 because South was vulnerable. Let's go back to the classroom. Okay, you're playing in 4 spades. West has led the Queen of Hearts. Which cards do you play from dummy? King XX opposite 3 little ones. Yes, but bidding a Grand Slam, it's a bit like a hole-in-one at golf, isn't it? It's quite rare. And it needs a lot of skill and a lot of luck. When I play golf, I do have a lot of luck, but not so much in the skill department. As many of you know, the golf clubs, I think, are pretty much under lock and key at the moment. Slightly fair weather with it. Right. Well, hang on a second. I think we need a get out of jail free card for the live chat box. If you're watching in replay, is there any point covering with the king? Can we just have a think from it? This is 4 spades. It could even be 3 no trumps. Where is the Ace of Hearts? Who has got the Ace of Hearts? The contract is 4 spades. My bidding box is never too far away from me. Nor is my get out of jail free card. It's getting a tiny bit dog-eared. The beginners have started to use it as well. 100%. East has got the Ace of Hearts. West is an experienced player. They would never lead away from an ace. So we know that the Ace of Hearts was at East. There is no point covering. So you duck the opening lead. And you would duck the second one as well. If you do that, there's slam duck, by the way. If you do that, you'll actually make your King of Hearts. So I'm glad we had that slide as well, because quite a few of you were rather on automatic pilot, should I say. Is that the polite way of saying it? Putting on the King of Hearts. So cover an honor with an honor. And then the bit I add on is, unless it makes sense not to. No, East won't trump the 3rd round. Goes Queen of Hearts, then another heart to the ace, and they can't get partner back in. No, they're not going to trump the 3rd round, East. So ducking twice is the key there. Well done if you did that. This is what this lesson's all about. It's about making mistakes, learning from them. You know, these are the harder ones from the last 5-6 weeks. Okay, here's another one. I've opened a heart. You've bid 1 spade with 8 points. 2 diamonds from north. What next for you is south? And you're very modest. Gina B, have you recovered from your ski holiday in Zermatt yet? Right, what do we do here? Morning, Linda. Morning, Eta. Eta's in. I think you're in Dublin, Eta. Got a strong Irish contingent in our LearnBridge online classes. Oh, West Galway. Oh, well, I hope you were okay in the storms, all of those of you who are in Ireland and Northern Ireland and Scotland. Yes, let's not dwell on this too long. I think most of you know now, with 6 to 9 points, you go back to 2 half set. 5-2 fit, preferable to the 4-3, and also North gets another bid. They might have 17 or 18 points. So 2 reasons for bidding 2 half set. 2 good reasons. Okay. North-south are vulnerable here. Could be significant. You never know. So it's gone 1 heart. I've overcalled 1 spade. East has bid 2 clubs. What next view is south supporting my spades? Just to reiterate, north-south are vulnerable. We're vulnerable. East-west are not. So we know we've got 9 spades between us. Are there any... I think I might bring out the get out of jail free card again. Why not? Are there any exceptions to bidding to the level of the fit, do you think? Can we just think about that for a second? Is it automatic to bid 3 spades here or not? Are there any times when we should be cautious? And I think I can think of 2 reasons here. 3, actually. Yes. Hello, Miriam L. Scotty. It's not far from Harrogate, are you, Scotty? Fred's in Hammersmith. Linda, Jan. Tim. Alice is in Yorkshire somewhere, not quite sure where. Oh, Ella. Hello, Ella. Are you new, Ella? Sure, I've seen her in the chat box for a while. Now, I think some of you might want to change your answers here. Oh, she is in Harrogate. Hello, Alice. I'm just waiting to you. There are exceptions, and this is one of them, I'm afraid. You need to dial it down. There we go, dialing it down. 3 reasons why I don't bid 3 spades. The main one is shape. So even actually if I was not vulnerable here, I'd still bid 2 spades. 4-3-3-3. Terrible shape. Secondly, we're vulnerable. 3 spades here might easily be doubled by good opponents. And finally, not as important as the other 2, but those queens and jacks, useless. It's quacky, says LBO Caroline. Yes, quick quack. It's quacky, queens and jacks. They're not going to win any tricks. An experienced player might well double you in 3 spades. It could be going for 800. Good. So every now and again, if you've got those 3 ingredients, dial it down. I've just bid 2 spades. Yeah, I'd be okay with 2 spades, but nothing more. All right. So that's a good example of when not to use the level of the fit. And that's what bridge is about, really, isn't it? I saw someone the other day. You spend the first year or 2 learning how to kind of keep to the rules, shall we say, learning the game, and then you spend the rest of your lifetime playing bridge, learning when it's right not to break the rules, when it's right not to break the rule. Sorry, when it's right to break the rules. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, you know what I mean. Let's go on to hand 3. And that's why the E word is so important when you play bridge. Experience counts for everything. That's why the more bridge you play, the more experienced you will become. It's a simple equation. And that's why I'm so pleased that Sean has got these 3 WhatsApp groups going on BBA. Right. So it's a 1 club opener. Most inconvenient you've got to work, Jane. I'd have a word with your boss. 1 heart. 1 spade. What does South bid next with their 10 points, do you think? Yes, Linda, I'm sure you can join the WhatsApp group. Shauna will give you her email address. Awkward, isn't it? I quite often do my bids via elimination, like how I do my opening leads. 2 diamonds here is not right. That's 12 plus points, forcing to game. I would be choosing, really, between 1 no trump and 2 no trump here. I don't really want to bid 2 spades with 3 card support. Well, that's not out of the question. 2 hearts, some of you are bidding. That shows a 6 card suit as responder. That's out. Choose between 1 no trump or 2 no trumps. What do you think? 1 no trump's normally 6 to 9. I'm actually going to bid 1 no trump here. Because, anyone know why I'm bidding 1 no trump? As opposed to 2. 2 no trump does show 10 to 12. Yes, so the reason I'm bidding 1 no trump is it's a misfitting hand. I've got a singleton in partner's first suit. Well done for spotting that. A number of you spotted that in the live chat box. Yeah, singleton club is not a good thing to have in no trumps, a singleton in partner's first suit. So that's why we're dialing it down. Ooh, I can dial it down again. Is that my new favorite expression, do you think? So that's fine. And then North. Yes, what does North do now? Yes, I think North would much rather play in 2 hearts. We've got Ace, King, X and a single, so they bid 2 hearts to show 3 card support. And back to South. Quite interesting auction this, actually. Very instructive. South now. So North must have 3 card support in hearts. North is actually showing their shape here. They're 5-4-3-1. 5 clubs, 4 spades, 3 hearts and a singleton diamond. So they can use the losing trick count. South has 7 losing tricks, can jump to 4 hearts. Those of you who are rusty on losing trick count, this Wednesday, come and join us at 11 o'clock in the morning. Okie dokie. And opening lead. What does West lead to 4 hearts? Yeah, it's quite a useful one, that Sean, of that no trump bid of 1 no trump. I've downgraded the hand slightly for a singleton in partner's suit. Well, 1 or 2 of you are being rather naughty, and I'm afraid I'm having to give you a sentence in Bridge Prison. It's 5 years mandatory if you lead away from an ace in a trump contract. So no names mentioned. That Bajir has got the bus running. It's 5 years in Bridge Prison. The Bajir cannon wing has just been built. We inspected, well, he inspected it last week. Yeah, the Jack of Diamonds is the worst seat. Look what happens. Hang on. Look what happens if you lead the Jack of Diamonds. Singleton Queen wins in dummy. It's a disaster. You never make your ace. Oh, Sam's making some excuse. I thought East was leading because you hadn't pressed the pass for East. Sam, I will forgive you. So hang on a sec, everyone. If in doubt, trump about. Oh, Margarita's jumping on that bandwagon as well. And I will believe you, yeah, because I didn't press the pass button for the fourth player. Okay. And what do we do at trick 2? Yeah, clear to play the Queen of Diamonds. And another trump comes back, so it's good defense. Hang on a second, I'm just trying to work out where we win this one. Change your mind. You're not allowed to unclick, by the way, but I am. If you make a wrong bid, if you do it immediately, you can ask for an undo if you make the wrong bid online, as long as partner hasn't bid. Now we come back to hand. Draw the last trump. What do we do next, everyone, having drawn the last trump? No, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't change my mind, Elaine. I just clicked on the wrong thing. But if I'd have done that in a real game, that'd be it. I wouldn't be allowed to take it back online. I was playing too quickly. I was thinking about something else. How are we going to get rid of that losing diamond or spade? Yes, we need to play a club. Well done. Towards the king. They would grab their ace if they've got any sense. Come back a diamond. But now we've flushed out the ace of clubs. We can enter dummy with the king of spades. And the king of clubs is a winner. To get rid of our, say, spade loser, doesn't matter which. West are better hang on to their 10 of diamonds, of course. Come back to hand. Might as well play out a trump. West might throw the wrong thing. I've seen that happen before. And concede the last trick to the 10 of diamonds. There you go. 10 tricks made, 4 hearts, 420. Good defense, though. Leading trumps and returning trumps was good defense by West. Never lead away from an ace. That's so important in a trump contract. I know some of you did. It would have given a trick away. If you'd led the 2 of clubs or the jack of diamonds, you would never make your ace on this hand. So, yeah, avoid the diamond, avoid the club. Doubleton spade doesn't look good at all. Okay, let's go back to the classroom. I've opened a heart. You've bid 1 spade with your 11 points. I've come back 2 clubs. Show 5 and 4. What's your best bid now as responder? Responder's rebid, this is. What's your best bid now with your 6 spades and 11 points? You're watching in replay. How are you getting on this morning? Good if you're getting some of these wrong. That means you're in the right place. That's why we do these reviews. But actually, I'm quite impressed that most, what do we bid? 2 spades or 3 spades here? Next week, of course, we're returning to declare a play. Never play too quickly at trick 1. So well done. I am impressed. Most of the live chat box are jumping to 3 spades. I'd say it's a very common mistake amongst improvers and some intermediates. They only bid 2 spades here. That would be only 6 to 9 points in a 6-card suit. You jump to 3 spades to show a 6-card suit and 10 to 12. Invitational. Well done. Okay, you're defending 3 no trumps here. Partners led the 7 of hearts, 4th highest. Low from the dummy. Which one do we play as East? 3rd player, ace, 10 or 6. So we're defending 3 no trumps. Take your pick. Right. Basically, you're not going to play the 6, are you? Ace or 10? Oh, you might play the 6. Declare it would win a really cheap trick if you did. Paddle, yes. What's a good game? That could be a really good New Year's resolution for those of you. Find a paddle tennis course. Really easy to take up at any age. It's not as physical as tennis. I can thoroughly recommend paddle. That should be your New Year's resolution. Mine is to play more paddle. Right. Well, actually, it's funny this. It's different from pickleball, Nikki K. Yeah, but similar type of thing. It's a cross between squash and tennis. Anyway, let me focus here. Actually, yeah, quite a few play the 10 of hearts when we had this slide before. What's wrong with 3rd player play high when there's little cards in dummy? You must play the ace. I would always play with little cards in dummy. You would always play the highest card you've got in these situations. But a number of you played the 10. I'd say maybe half the live chat box played the 10, but that's what's happened in the past. If you play the 10, it's really bad news. Declare wins with the queen and suddenly has a heart stopper. I think this example makes it very clear. Up with the ace of hearts and then come back the 10. Top of remaining doubles. And you take the first 5 tricks. But if you play the 10 of hearts, Declare wins with the queen. They might have even had the jack of hearts. They win cheap. Yeah, so low cards in dummy, highest one you've got. I can't think of any exceptions to that. Okay, I think we've got that point across. But I do feel a bit of sympathy towards you, only because a number of people did it when we did this class with the improvers a while ago. Okay, I've opened a heart. Sorry, a heart. I've overcalled. You've overcalled 1 spade. Yeah, it's an important thing to remember, B, that one on the previous slide. 2 hearts, unassuming Q-bid from south. What's our best bid now at 12 points? Responding to partners, unassuming Q-bid. A convention we did recently. Very useful when it comes up. We can use the losing trick count. And it's looking like a 6-loser hand, isn't it? So I'm running slightly short of time, so we'll just fast forward to 4 spades there. Everyone's bidding 4 spades. I've opened a spade. Do you overcall on that hand with 12 points? Or not? Do we bid 2 hearts or do we pass? Not suitable for double. Good that Shauna's got a new recruit. Linda, I think, for the WhatsApp group. Those of you watching replay, by the way, do make a note of Shauna's email address, because you should be practicing as well. They have great fun on BBO. I think they play every day now. For those in replay, definitely. And if you miss Shauna's email, you can always get it off me. Just email hello@learnbridgeonline.com or my personal email. Hang on a second. There's 2 things I don't like about this hand. I don't like overcalling on 5-3-3-2 at the 2 level. Most experienced players don't. And it doesn't pass the squat test either. We've only got 2 honours. It's actually a discipline pass here. We're failing squat. And also, I don't like 5-3-3-2 as an overcalling shape. 2 reasons. And no real bridge group, Dulcie, no. I think BBO keeps them going. Let's play hand 4. Before I run out of time. But real bridge is very good. I do like that real bridge. You know, to play with video. It's almost like playing bridge in your own home. Although it's not so nice when someone's eating their dinner whilst you're watching them. Can you imagine? I'm playing bridge, someone's eating their dinner. Right, less of that. One club opening. 14 points. 19 points. What do we do with the north hand, do you think? 19. Oh, she's given you the email. Oh, yes, you can play a video on me. Linda, oh, you should have Shauna's email. She gave it to you a while ago on the chat box. Yeah, if not, you can get it off me. Well, as that rather famous bridge teacher used to say, Doreen Adams, yeah, so famous, I almost forgot her name, over Huddersfield Way, 6 to 26. Yeah, is the 1/2 bid there. I've adopted it. So it will live on in her memory. I think she's still alive. Just 2 clubs here. Brickhouse, that's it, Philippa. Yes, she was used to teach my friend Kevin Martin. Yes, 2 clubs. What next for North? Kevin and Barbara, that's right. They used to play at Brickhouse. Philip, I don't know if you know them. Well, what about 2 diamonds? This is 100% forcing. Yeah, there's no rush, everyone. To bid a new suit here is 100% forcing, showing a minimum of 10 plus points. And what's South's rebid, do you think? What is South's rebid with 14? So North is showing 10 plus points and a 5 and a 4 shape, 5 hearts and 4 diamonds. What is South's most useful bid now? Well done, it's 3 no trumps. So 2 no trumps here would just show a minimum hand with a spade stop. Really, North is, angling towards... Oh, hang on, I've done that again. Silly me. Hang on. Yeah. We could bid 2 no trumps, but... yeah, that would show a minimum hand. Like 12 or 13. So I do like the jump here to 3 no trumps to show 14 or 15. With a spade stopper. Yeah, we know partner's got 10 plus points. So we have got enough for game. And it's a great hand, that South hand, with the 6-card club suit. It's worth about 15 or 16 points, really. And over to North. They've got 19. And quite a very, what's the word? Disciplined auction, this, actually. Yeah, so now they've got 19 and their partner's got 14 or 15. Top of the range. Well done, everyone in the chat box. You're jumping to 6 no trumps. 33 for 6 MT. Yeah, 33 points needed for 6 no trumps. And what's the opening lead, do you think? Yes, 10 of diamonds is the safest. I don't mind a spade. 6 of spades would be my second choice, but generally we go for the safest thing. I wouldn't lead a heart, of course, because 2 reasons I wouldn't lead a heart. Some of you led a heart. As Jack's mum's just said, against 6 no trumps, make a very safe lead. Yeah, 2 of hearts is a very dangerous lead from those honours. Yeah. So remember, 6 no trumps, everyone. Lead very passive, safe. 3 little cards, top of a sequence like this. Win on dummy. Which card are we going to play next from the dummy, do you think? Try not to look at the east-west cards, by the way. Just focus on north-south if you can. I know it's not easy. Yeah, it's clear to play a club, isn't it? Yep. And which one from our own hand? Be honest, I know you can see the cards, but if you could just see north-south. How many certain tricks we got, by the way? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So clearly we do need to make something of the clubs. So we put in the jack or the 10. Very good. Now what do we do? We have a little bit of a choice here. We could either start playing on hearts or we could keep on with the clubs. What do you think's best? We are going to lose to the ace of hearts, so we are a trick short. What should we do? Should we keep on with the ace king of clubs or should we go for the hearts? Well, the thing is, if we were to play the hearts, the correct way, this is not the right thing to do, by the way. The correct way would be to play the 3 to the 10, if we were going to play hearts. But you would lose to the jack of hearts now half the time, even when the clubs are 3-3. So it's better to hope that clubs are 3-3 here. Or a doubleton queen. We can throw a heart. And the king of clubs. They'll throw a black card to make it look like a club, by the way. That spade looks like a club. Okay, so we've given it our best shot. Clubs weren't 3-3. So clearly we still need some extras. Does sometimes work, Patricia, that throwing a black card. The same colour. Right, and which one from the dummy? King, queen, or 10? Which one would you honestly play? We're 2 tricks short, by the way. We are 2 tricks short. If we're only 1 trick short, we play the queen. We do have to risk the 10 here, I'm afraid. Yeah. Because we've only got a singleton in our hand, you see. So we do have to risk the finesse. It's risky, but it's all we can do. Because if we play to the king of hearts, it does win, but then we're still a trick short. Luckily for us, the finesse works. We now flush out the ace of hearts. Quite a tricky hand, this. Good one. Not sure if it's available in replay or not, but you'll find out later. They would come back, say, a spade. Maybe partner's got the king. So if Jack's mum says this is a tricky hand, then it must be tricky. Let's just play them out, though, because we don't want to get blocked or anything. I'm just going to play them out carefully. So quite a fun, tricky hand to finish on. You did have to get the timing right. And you did also have to risk that heart finesse. But yeah, it's good to give you a challenge. Challenge in the bidding too, I think. You know, I'm not sure how many pairs would get to 6 no trumps on that if it was played at your local club. So we've got the top result, you and me. What more can I say? 10:33. We better go in UK time. We better go back to the classroom to say goodbye. Thank you, Anita, for your company. I've very much enjoyed the last hour or so, as always. Thank you, Ita. I always look at your comments. I'm just saying, Bashir, I always look at the thank yous coming up. That's just scrolling down the right of my screen now.
Aren't they wonderful? How'd they do today, Jack?
Very well, actually. I was impressed. They got the 3 spade rebid right, which is good. So it went a club, a spade, I don't know, 2 dumps. They jumped to 3 spades to show 10 to 12 points and 6 cards. That stuck in my mind. Yeah.
Well done, everyone. If you're one of the folks who didn't get it right, go back. The lessons are there for you in the lesson library. You can review any of the topics covered in today's lesson. You mentioned Wednesday, losing trick count.
Yes, it's not something I'm teaching currently on Mondays, I guess because most of them are done losing trick count, really. But yeah, for those who want a bit rusty on it, maybe have never learnt it, that's Wednesday at 11 Bashir. And a week today, a week today, Monday, we're doing play at trick 1. So, you know, never play too quickly at trick 1, both for declarer and also for third player as well. they've got to be a bit careful.
Well, we will look forward to both. Thank you, Jack, for another fun lesson. Everyone who could be with us live, Jack's mom, thank you for joining us. Jack, should be a good one. Are you going to play again tomorrow or even later today?
I think I'm due to play Thursday morning at 8 o'clock. It's actually quite a nice time to play at 8 in the morning.
Oh, I'm impressed. It's inspiring, Jack. I love it.
Well, yes, one of my New Year's resolutions, busy. I've got a few of them, but one of them is to play more paddle tennis.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Pamela's hoping you're okay. You're okay, aren't you, Bijay? You're all right.
Yeah, thank you for asking. The voice will keep sounding like this probably for another couple months. Then I have a surgery scheduled. I'm in good hands with my doctor. And then I'll have to figure something out. I think it'll be a week or two where I'm not supposed to speak at all, but then it should all be fine. So fingers crossed.
You'll be holding up placards, won't you? With
yes.
You'll be, like they do in pop videos.
I'll have to mime it.
Or yes. Yeah. That's yeah. I think you could be quite good at that. Anyway, so it's all good fun. So yes, I'm looking forward to a bit more paddle on Thursday. The golf clubs they're kind of in the cupboard, I think, at the moment.
Well, Jack, good luck on Thursday. Many of us will see you Wednesday. Hope to see anyone who wants to come for the losing trick count lesson. And if not, we will see you next week. Same time, same place. You can always find it from the members page. Reach out anytime. Jack, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, everyone. I'll say goodbye. Have a good week.
Bye, all.
Bye, Tom.